Kevin Hart, he did the big thing. He did one of the hardest things to do. And
No pun.
He got roasted. Netflix, they dropped a special, Kevin Hart roast special, and the internet has been
in a frenzy.
It's been the comedians versus the non-comedians. It's been blacks versus whites. It's been women versus men. It's husbands versus wives. It's cats versus dogs. So let's just start with, how did you guys enjoy the roast overall? Do you guys like roast?
Yeah, I love roasts. Roast pork. Roast.
Okay.
Nah, but
roast pork pretty elite. That might be the best roast.
Super.
Yeah, started with the right one.
Super elite. But yeah, I do like roast. I love the
Okay.
See? Y'all still don't believe in ghosts? I did like the roast. For example, I like the Tom Brady one that they did. I do think they're a little long. They weren't this long back in the day. When it was on Comedy Central.
Yeah, Comedy Central. They were like hour, like a tight hour,
and it was still cleaner because it was after hours, but it was still TV.
Way cleaner. Yeah.
This was probably the dirtiest, I guess, roast that I've seen. The Tom Brady one was pretty brutal, but this one was bad too. I think the outcry with the jokes is a little exaggerated.
Okay, I might have to give you some pushback on that, brother.
I think that there was, and I know the biggest joke that they're talking about is the George Floyd one.
Yes,
but I feel like there was at least 10 worse jokes than that on that roast.
Okay,
especially with the Sherry Shepherd's husband. Even though they said like they spoke to her prior and she knew what to expect, they went in on a lot of different topics.
The only reason why
they went Epstein jokes.
The only reason why I disagree with you, right, is because George Floyd was not a part of the roast. He's not related to anyone there. He's not there. And his death was tragic and it was too soon. So with comedy, there's like a special thing they have, which is comedy is tragedy plus time. So they made the 9/11 jokes, but that's because
crazy 9/11 jokes.
But that's because this dude, what's the white dude's name?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11. So the joke is directed at Pete Davidson's dad, which is Pete Davidson's part of the roast. So that kind of makes sense. George Floyd, nobody there is related to him outside of him just being black. And again, he died tragically, and it hasn't been that long. So to me, it was just...
It's been 6 years.
Yeah, it hasn't been long enough for you to make a... Okay, so what makes the best comedy is taking something that we shouldn't be laughing at and making it funny. If the George Floyd joke was funny, maybe there's not this much outrage. To me, the joke wasn't funny. And again, there was not enough time. And again, George Floyd had nothing to do with the roast. There's the same thing with homeboy that got shot in the neck. What's his name?
The famous dude?
Yeah, the white guy.
He got shot in the neck.
Yeah. The political guy, Kirk. Eric.
Oh,
Eric
he got
Kirk?
killed. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. There, his wife is Erica. So they made a joke about him too. And again, the joke wasn't funny enough. And this shit just recently happened, and he wasn't there. Like, why are you making a Charlie Kirk joke when there's no representation of Charlie Kirk there? You use the lady's husband as an example.
Sherry Shepherd.
Everybody said that they called her, and I didn't realize this, but her husband died like decades ago. This wasn't recent.
Yeah,
I thought the way that they were bringing it up is that he killed himself like last week, like the way they were acting.
Right.
Look how the kids' gloves they put on something that happened decades ago.
Well, kid gloves as in, hey, we're going to make jokes, but the jokes were not kid gloves.
No. The jokes themselves weren't, but I didn't see nobody saying, hey, Pete Davidson, we're about to make fun of your father that died in 9/11. No, they just made the joke. So even with her situation, which happened decades ago, they still gave some grace. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was distasteful. But on the other hand, and this is going to sound me, like if you cut these two clips, it's going to be me arguing with me, which probably can happen a lot on this podcast, honestly. Comedians are like James Bond. They have the license to kill. That's the whole point of comedy. If we live in a society where comedians can't make fun of everything and everyone, then we shouldn't have comedy. Like that's the beauty of comedy is that you go to a comedy show and the blind dude gets made fun of, the guy in the wheelchair gets made fun of, the midget gets made fun of, the black people get made fun of, the Asian people get made fun of. That's comedy. So you're critiquing a room of comedians about comedy. Now, maybe it's because Netflix is just too big. Maybe when it was on Comedy Central, it was okay because this was a niche audience. When you sign up for a roast, you know what you're going in there for. And I saw another comedian say this, I think it was Andrew Schultz, that he said the problem is social media. Because when you open your phone, you're just scrolling. You don't know that this clip is from a roast necessarily. You're just opening your phone and there's an offensive joke. And that's not fair to the comedian because I came into this with the pretense of I'm trying to make a joke. I'm not trying to make fun of George Floyd for the sake of making fun of George Floyd. I'm just trying to make a joke. It lands, it don't. Go ahead.
And I think a large majority of the people scrolling don't know the origin of roast.
No.
You know, they never watched the Comedy Central roast or know how this even goes. So yeah, it's just contextless outrage. You know? I see your point though with the whole George Floyd didn't have anything to do with it. I wish I could watch it again to see if there was a tie-in from where he started the joke to why he brought it to George Floyd. But you're right. If there was no tie-in, that is a good point.
It was just a black thing. It was like George Floyd is looking up at us, which again is implying he's in hell, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was
but again,
now is it a messenger thing too?
No, absolutely.
Because Tony, he's one of those.
He's a MAGA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's say that. And he is also very like brutal.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those like.
No, but that's what you watch roast for though. Like the roast.
No, I'm sorry, even outside of roast.
Oh no, in general,
he's known to be like. He's known to roast like that all the time.
That's his show, Kill Tony. Like the comedians come up there, he be cutting their ass, they be cutting his ass. And, it's a part of comedy culture, man.
Yeah. So if Cheryl Shepard would have made that joke,
it still would have been distasteful.
But she gets a little more.
She gets more grace. She's a woman and she's black. And when he made those jokes, they panned around the room. I didn't see it. I don't know if they edited in the laughs, but I didn't see the laughs. And I didn't know Kanye was there.
When he was there?
Yeah, he got barred up. He was there. They had him in the nosebleeds though. Unless that shit I saw was AI.
I don't know if I saw him on Netflix. But
no, I didn't see him on Netflix. I saw that like somebody screenshot it.
Oh.
Yeah, that he was there. He got barred up by Pete Davidson.
I'm surprised he was there though.
Yeah,
a lot of those people in there.
Yeah, but, he's on an apology tour.
That's true.
You mentioned Draymond Green.
Yes, I think I almost forgot about that. Why? I don't like Draymond Green.
I love Draymond Green.
And I think a lot of people don't like Draymond Green.
I can understand why.
Were those boos like on purpose?
Yeah.
Like were they told to boo?
No.
So this is authentic.
I think so.
Bro, he got booed. His name came up at least 30 times and he got booed every time they said his name.
Yeah. Draymond, he's kind of muddy. Draymond got a lot of smoke.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that hated. I thought I was kind of like in the minority.
Nah, he's an acquired taste, pause.
Yeah.
I like Draymond a lot because when I did play
basketball. Why was he there?
Oh, he's Kevin Hart's friend. A good friend.
No, Kevin Hart has better friends than that.
No, he's a good friend of his.
He has better friends that could be there for a roast. Like
who?
Freaking anybody. He could have had.
No, but a part of the roast thing is you want, especially with the Netflix roast.
Stephen Curry would have got roasted better than Draymond.
Maybe Stephen Curry's a pretty Christian guy.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe he didn't want to be around people talking about dead black people. You know what I'm saying? But the part of the roast, because I was going to mention this, one of my homeboys, for one of his birthdays, he wanted to do a roast. Like he was going to go to a comedy club and like kind of rent out like an hour or something. We were all supposed to go and roast him. I think that's a pretty dope birthday idea. And but yeah, like I think part of the roasting,
your friends got to be funny though.
That's kind of the thing. Like it's your friends. They know like the darkest, dirtiest, craziest shit about you. So yeah, talking to the mic, Mike says, please. But yeah, I think that's the part is like Draymond is his actual friend. Like the Rock is now his actual friend, but is also a big superstar guy. Mm-hmm. So even the guy, Naeem, the writer, no, like he's not box office, but that's his friend. So they have the best jokes. I like Draymond.
Two things I had on. The first thing, Regina King.
Baddie.
Yes.
I think she does not get enough credit for how beautiful of a woman she is.
Yes,
she's a beautiful.
That's not what I brought her up for. But
Charlie's like,
anything else on her appearance?
She got no kids, no man.
Huh?
Weird. Yeah,
so every time they panned to her, she wasn't laughing much.
She wasn't.
She didn't find a lot of these things funny. I don't think they seated her in the right place because if they were going to make all these Chelsea jokes, I think her face made it look a certain way.
Like the jokes didn't hit.
Yeah, it made it seem like
she didn't want to be there. Look like
but she's a really good friend of Kevin's.
Yeah,
so I feel like she should have had a poker face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she could have did a little better.
Yeah.
Especially she's a professional.
If you don't want to be here, don't be here.
Yeah, don't.
Or if you do, show up.
Laugh. Fake laugh.
Yeah.
You've been fake laughing your whole career.
You know, now her set was cool. With the whole mom spoke to your mom in heaven thing, that was cool. And that's another thing. Like, I mean, I guess Kevin is part of the roles. I'm just saying, like, there were jokes in there that was really.
There was some dark, twisted shit in there. But again, if you really put it under a microscope, they were about the people that were there. And again, that's his friend.
Now,
and they're comedians. Comedians are different than regular people.
Yeah,
they are dark, twisted people.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good comedian. It's a dark person. Like, my life is fucked up. Like Chris Rock, everybody hates Chris. That nigga was poor in Brooklyn in the 80s, 70s, 90s. Like,
I think that's why Kevin's
that changes you.
I think that's why Kevin's stand-up didn't last so long because he wasn't broken enough.
Okay.
Like he shot his load on the first 3.
Come on, gang. Well, yeah, go ahead.
He shot his shot on the first 3. Those were his classics. Yeah. And after that, it kind of just.
I'm not a big Kevin Hart guy. I think he has one special that I really like. The one with the dad when he was fighting the octopus.
Laugh at my pain.
I think that's one of the funniest jokes ever.
Wait, oh no, I'm thinking about the one where his dad was like sliding through with his.
I don't know if it's the same special. Anyway,
it's seriously funny and laugh at my pain. That's his peak
Magnus,
on stand up.
Magnus Opus. Him and what's Catwoman's pieced it up.
I saw that. I like that.
That was dope.
I like that.
A lot of people were saying that Cat was like.
Nah, Cat wouldn't have showed up if he wasn't.
I heard that
I think so too.
I think they've been pieced it up like back channels, but they have made it official there.
Yeah. Me too.
Did The Rock go too far with his wife?
I don't like that. But again, I'm not a comedian.
He went far.
That was nasty. That was worse than George Floyd.
That's what I'm saying. There was so many moments in that shit.
That was uncomfortable.
It was a little.
Are you familiar with The Rock?
He didn't get to that part.
No, I didn't get to that part.
He basically implied that he could sleep with his wife or wanted to sleep with his wife or did sleep with his wife. Like, and like his wife was there.
No, but
I saw her there.
Implied is generous.
Yeah,
like,
he was
going there.
Yeah, he was going there. And
then he was showing the nipple. Like he was doing
again.
A lot.
I'm not a comedian.
And neither is him. Neither is he though.
You know, but Kevin is. Comedians are. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
see, but as The Rock, I feel like they're really, 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 really close. And some of those jokes,
I think that makes it worse.
Some of those jokes I might think about when we off the stage.
But again, we're not comedians, dog. Like I've been close
because that's the thing. That's like your super bad friend making those jokes in front of your girl. Like if you wait.
You have a super bad friend?
Yeah,
like a man?
No,
Okay,
I'm talking about if your girl.
Oh, you flip the genders. Yeah,
like if your friend is a girl and she's bad, and she makes those jokes in front of
girl knows she's bad. You know she's bad. Right, she knows she's bad, and then she's making a joke about fucking you in front of you.
Even if it's a roast, like The Rock, you're still The Rock.
Yeah, you can't get that.
Right. I mean, like, and again, y'all gonna call it whatever, but he was looking good up there.
All right, you see, I'm just doing this, bro. Why you always doing
this?
The
point I'm making is that, like, nigga, you The Rock. Like,
we got it when you said that. Why you had to put more sauce on it?
Because y'all not understanding what I mean by he was looking good. It's just like you were looking like a threat.
I'm sick of this.
He was sharp.
Why couldn't you say it like that?
No, because it's not about sharp. It's like, forget it.
You like The Rock.
Handsome.
You get it. It's fine.
It's past handsome. It's like
you wanted to fuck him. That's all I got to say. We got it.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a threat. I got it.
That's tough. Could y'all do that?
Do what?
That roast part? That just one joke? Is that?
It was like 7 jokes.
Yeah, I know Mike ain't going for that. Mike, what would you do, Big Mike? I know Mike ain't going. Mike would have went up there and slapped The Rock.
Bro, I would have done the will.
Yeah, Rock would have caught your hand. That shit would have disintegrated.
Definitely. I would have. Nah, that would have been bad.
You know why you wouldn't have done that?
Why?
Because the check Kevin Hart got for that roast.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
the money.
The people that was in that room, because a lot of the comics make jokes to they getting paid to be here.
Yeah.
So like,
You know the bag was large.
the
Like,
budget.
Tom Brady was there.
Yeah, Tom
Right.
Brady, Usher.
Usher performed
Yeah.
Yeah, the singing.
right before his tour.
We should do a gas money roast.
I'm not mad at that.
We should do
I'm not mad at that. We should bring the OGs too.
Yeah, we should try. I'm gonna try to round up as many of them as I can. There's a lot of them, bro. Let me try to round them all up. But that'll be dope, man. But yeah, the Rock shit was nuts. That shit was nuts.